Please click like and subscribe and that little notification bell for the next episode. And we went to St. Clair's center of town, which is another gazebo. We met the mayor and we met the city planner, and they explained to us about Route 66.
This is our mini park, our gazebo park we call it, of downtown St. Clair. That's our original Frisco caboose that the city was able to keep here in St. Clair. That was where the original tracks were, so we just left it there and built around the park area.
We're in St. Clair right now. We're standing in the town's gazebo with Jim and Ron, and we got the mayor and the
city administrator.
St. Clair was established in 1843. It has a lot of heritage, a mining town, the railroad, Route 66. Route 66 is very popular. I'm even wearing my Route 66 shirt.
Nice.
How about that? But it does have a lot of history and a lot of heritage. We're proud of it.
And the city really kind of builds on Route 66. And in fact, back in the 1980s, we built our new city hall right on Route 66.
Yeah, I heard that you are going to have a Route 66 rummage sale. Could you tell us a little more about that?
Yes, that starts Thursday and it runs through Sunday. There's miles and miles of rummage sales on Route 66.
Yeah, I heard that it goes all the way up to Rolla. Is that true?
Yes, that's correct.
So are you going to have your garage sale open and your private residence?
Oh, I would have a lot of items for sale, that's for sure.
Well, I'm going to have to stop by and pick something up.
All right, we look forward to seeing you.
And then we went to the Lewis Café.
That's where the pies were.
And they're big on their pies.
Pies.
Okay, Doug. I'm with Doug right now in the Lewis Café. Lewis Café is a landmark along Route 66, a place that everybody comes to eat on their journeys to Santa Monica. How long has this business been around?
Oh, we started in 1938. My great Uncle Virgil opened it in 1938. In the early 50s, and whenever Uncle Virgil rebuilt the restaurant, the actual dining room was a Kroger store. And when he rebuilt, he bought out the Kroger store and turned it into a dining room. So.
And what is original on this? From? Do you have any things that are original?
These stools are original.
Stools original.
These booths are original.
Original booths?
Yeah.
So these date back to
1938. And we actually have photos over here in the dining room of the restaurant back in 1938.
This is a lemon meringue pie. It's our homemade lemon filling with our egg white meringue on top. This is our coconut cream, and this is egg white topping with coconut on top. This here, we buy fresh apples. Doug makes a filling. He thickens it and adds sugar, crust, and then the top lattice is homemade. The cherry, which we buy fresh cherries, makes the filling the same way. Crust is homemade. And this is a crumb topping. It's brown sugar, flour, and butter. We have a cook in the back. Her name's Judy. She helps out with the pies also.
Well, thanks for interviewing about your shop here.
Okay.
And keeping up history on Route 66. We appreciate that.
Okay. Thank you, Vinny. Thank you.
Okay, to the Lewis Café. We ended up going to the museum. Okay, we're with Pat Todd right now and in the museum, St. Clair Historical Museum, and this is their Route 66 exhibit. It's one of several exhibits here in the museum.
Route 66 was finished in November of 1926. St. Clair at that time was about 400 people. So during the rough time in the 30s, when it was very difficult for a lot of people, many people started small businesses like the Johnson Hotel, and they used materials that were found here in this area. If you'll notice the different buildings that were built, you will find that a lot of them were made out of stone. Here in St. Clair, we had the Reed service station, and the Reed still lives here. One of the interesting things about Route 66 that all the motels were built most of the time with individual cabins. So Route 66 brought prosperity to this area.
Thank you very much for this little tour about Route 66 and the history of the area surrounding St. Clair. Like I said, there's lots of little museums up and down Route 66. This is another one of them. And you go in there and you can see all the history.
There was a younger guy on a bicycle one time, and he was traveling he had a small trade, he said. And he had all of these different inner tubes that had blown out along his route, and he had kept them. He had this knife sharpening business, and he would set his bicycle up on a little bitty stand, and by pedaling the bicycle, he could sharpen knives. And that's what he done as a trade. So he set up his little shop, and he sharpened everybody in the neighborhood's knives, while this black man that worked for my dad in the vulcanizing machines, he fixed all of his inner tubes for him, and he spent a couple of days with us before he went on his way then.